Hello and welcome to the Royal Dad. Very exciting day today. This is our intro, our official kind of meet me, right? Like meet the dad, find out what exactly is the Royal Dad and what it exactly is that I do. So, again, very excited to kind of get to know everyone and kind of put myself out there, so to speak. So, let's dive right into it. So, what exactly is the Royal Dad? So, we're actually a travel agency that focuses on family travel. And so, one of the reasons that I started this whole idea of the Royal Dad was so I am, of course, a father myself. I have three kids. So, my wife and I. Who henceforth shall be known as the Royal Mom, right? Fittingly. Um, my wife and I travel with our 13-year-old, right? So that's teenager. But we also have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And so, like I said, we love cruising, going to Disney, Universal, like theme parks, getting on planes. And so one of the things that we found was kind of frustrating for us was, sometimes trying to find information about what it's like or the expectations of traveling with little ones and what to do, what activities are available. Sometimes that's not necessarily available. And so one of the reasons why I took the leap of faith and said, all right, let's go into this venture, is because I've kind of built my own book of knowledge throughout the years, of figuring all this stuff out by trial and error for myself. And like I said, there's not much of even when we go on YouTube, right? That was one of our main sources to try to find out information. We noticed there wasn't a lot of providers out there that would produce content for family travel, specifically with little ones. And so a lot of the times our friends and family reach out to us and like, hey, I saw you went here and you took all the kids, like what was that like, how can we do that? And so I think that it just made sense for us to kind of go into this venture. I'm already kind of doing it half the time. Another thing to know about me, so my name is Dave Santos. I am the owner and I'm also an agent of the Royal Dad Travel. But another thing to know about me, I'm a former industry insider. And so what that means is I used to work for one of the cruise lines. And so again, putting that my insider knowledge of how the industry works alongside with my personal experiences, I've just become kind of like this go-to person for my community, that they come to me and ask me all types of questions. And I said, again, this just makes sense. So we wanted to go ahead and put this together. And so the idea, of course, is we're going to have a series of videos coming out, content, just kind of talking about all of our different adventures, different, whether it be cruise line or land travel, things that we've done, things that I've personally experienced, what's the best way, travel tips, how to pack. I know that's a big one. Specifically for our family. Again, we're traveling usually with 5 or 6 of our family members at the same time. So, right, how to pack, how to keep yourself organized. What are some of the best tools that you can take with you on vacation? And like I said, there's not a lot of content out there. So we've kind of put this together ourselves throughout the years. And to be honest with you, we're very excited to share it with you all. Again, one of the main things that we offer at the Royal Dad Travel is our firsthand knowledge and expertise, right? Insider and a family travel person, right? So that's one of the main things. So today, like I said, just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of background about myself and who I am. And also kind of wanted to show you a little neat thing, right? So we do have the royaldad.com already set up. And so not only is it a resource center that can, tell you about different destinations and kind of tell you a little bit about our videos and our content and whatnot, but it is actually a booking hub. You can actually go in here, look at any cruising or hotel options that might interest you. You can go ahead and look at it. And then the best thing about it is you can actually book as well. But even if you're not ready at that moment that you feel like you want to book, it also has our contact information. Tells you how to get in contact with us. So we have a slew of options, right? It's the year 2025, right? So we need to make sure that we're available on many different platforms, right? So you can email us, you can contact, you can call us, right? You can reach out through us through social media. We also have this appointment feature, right? So you can actually set up a Zoom appointment with us to, discuss what exactly it is that you had in mind, or maybe, maybe you need a little bit of help planning that perfect family vacation, and just kind of working out all the quirks of like, how's it going to work with my little ones, and whatnot. And so, again, theroyaldad.com is where you can go and just kind of, figure out what's the best way to stay in touch with us, what's the best way to book, etc. Right. So again, one of the main things that we're offering is, right. So again, I'm an industry professional. I know how the industry works. Want to make sure above all else, right, especially when you're dealing with larger families, you get the best value, right? The best bang for your buck. And so that's one of the main things that we're always on the lookout for. But again, most importantly is that knowledge, right? It's that, the answers to those more complex questions. How exactly is it going to work out? And so that's kind of what we want to make sure that we do for you, right? We can prepare an hour by hour itinerary for your family vacation if that's the type of planner you are. Which, to be honest, most likely you are, right? If you have little ones involved, that there's specific routines that you would like to stick to even when you go on vacation. And that's totally understandable for me, because my kids are all about routines, right? And so we want to make sure that we can fit that, right, your daily routine into the travel and the itinerary to make sure that you don't miss out on anything. So, you can go in here. It's a little bit about me, about my background and kind of what I do. We do have some, I'm used to kind of booking my friends and family, right? It just as a something I used to do on the side. They just used to call me because, again, I was the go-to person. And so I decided to kind of ask them for a little bit of feedback before I jumped into this venture to see if it's something that, I should even pursue. So, you got a little bit of information about, what they have to say, some of our clients in the past that we've already booked. So, like I said, come in, check it out, theroyaldad.com. If not, click like and subscribe below. So our YouTube channel is going to officially launch, right? And it's going to have tons of informational videos. And as the time progresses, every single little thing that I do, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we capture it and offer those unique experiences, again, from the view of what it's like to travel as a family, right? So again, very excited for this venture. If you've made it this far in the video, just know that I sincerely do appreciate you, and I really encourage you to follow on the journey. I'm very excited, looking forward to, again, speaking to you if this is something that really interests you and you'd like to get some help while planning your family vacation. Although I can kind of book anything and everything under the sun, my areas of specialty are going to be cruising, specifically with Royal Caribbean, Disney, and celebrity. Again, so I think in my About Me, you'll find out that I am actually a Diamond Plus member with Royal Caribbean. So obviously I have lots of background sailing with them. I also do specialize in Disney World resorts and Universal resorts. Again, I spend a lot of my time with my family there as well. So like I said, I can book and have knowledge about all the places that I've traveled in the past, but those are definitely my specialty. So if you have any questions, you want to get in contact with us, like I said, feel free to use the QR code on the screen, go to our website, theroyaldad.com, or get in contact with us and be more than happy to help you out. Until the next time, I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. Thank you.